Hey guys, welcome to another video. And if you guys are fans of music, if you guys love, music reviews, if you guys love all types of different music like myself, please subscribe to my channel and tap on the notification bell to get notified each time I post a new video. And in this video, I wanted to do a review for the song Hold On by Adele from her album 30. And this song hit. I mean, this was probably one of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs from the album. Because I love how she just starts off and she's like, oh, what have I done? Yet again, have I not learned anything? I don't want to live in chaos. It's like a ride that I want to get off. It's hard to hold on to who I am when I'm stumbling in the dark for a hand. I am so tired of battling with myself with no chance to win. And it really was just that last part that just like hit when she said, it's hard to hold on to who I am when I'm stumbling in the dark for a hand. I am so tired of battling with myself with no chance to win. And that line also reminded me of something that I don't know if you guys listen to Shetty at all or anything like that, but he has this podcast called On Purpose. And there was this one episode, I forgot who he had on there, or I think it was just an episode that he did. I think it was just him. And one thing he said was, he was like, the heart, you being really hard and judgmental, being hard on yourself isn't going to make you work any harder. And that was what I thought about here when she said, I'm so tired of battling with myself with no chance to win. It's like you beat yourself up and beat yourself up and it leads to nothing. And in undergrad, I remember I used to get really down on myself because I used to think, oh, I'm super awkward and, girls won't like me because I'm awkward and, and I thought I had social anxiety and all these things, whatever. And because of that, the more that I focused on me being awkward with girls and things like that, I started to notice the more awkward, not only, would I feel more awkward, I would just notice a lot more instances of like, oh, that was awkward and that was weird. But, the more that I started to not be so hard on myself and the more that I, stopped over critiquing each interaction I had with a person and all of those things, I noticed that not only did I feel less awkward talking to people, I noticed less, I guess so-called awkward moments from, talking to people. And, and she says, when I'm stumbling in the dark for a hand, it just alludes to, that feeling, that feeling of loneliness where you feel like there's no one there for you and it's like you're just kind of looking in the dark to find anything or anyone. And that reminded me also of there's if you guys ever saw the movie Begin Again, and one of my favorite songs from that soundtrack is Lost Stars by Keira Knightley. And it reminded me of the part in the song where she says, reaching out for something I can't see. And so, yeah, I love that song from the movie. And so that was what that line reminded me of. And then she says, hold on, let time be patient. You are still strong. Let pain be gracious. Love will soon come. Just hold on. And it's just so true. I love how she says that in the song, and it's very true because sometimes I think you go through pain to grow from it. And it's like one of those things where in high school, I felt like, oh, this girl didn't like me or this girl didn't like me, or in undergrad or whatever. And of course, like, it hurts or whatever in the moment, but then that's what motivated me to really start lifting weights and to really start doing what I needed to do. And I think as long as you allow that pain to fuel you in a healthy way, to make yourself better, to help you continue to improve, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think it's important to just understand that it's a process, that pain, is going to happen and it's inevitable. And the key though is to learn from it and to be gracious with yourself and to give yourself that time to process and to heal from it. And then she says, love will soon come. Just hold on. And it's very true. Just that part, it's a matter of being patient. And I thought about one of my favorite movies of all time. I thought about the movie Hitch when I heard that line, and how, I always think that there's always an Allegra Cole for, every Albert Brenneman. And for the longest time, I felt like, oh, I'm just this Albert Brenneman, and I don't know if I'll ever find someone. But then you realize that there's someone out there for everyone. And regardless, you might meet that person when you're 15, when you're 19, when you're, 28 or 48, whatever the case may be, that everyone has a different timeline, but eventually the love will come. And so you just need to be patient with it. And so then she says, I swear to God, I am such a mess. The harder that I try, I regress. I'm my own worst enemy. Right now, I truly hate being me. Every day feels like the road I'm on might just open up and swallow me whole. How do I feel so mighty small when I'm struggling to feel it all? And I think it can be tough because sometimes, you put your life on hold when you're chasing someone and it doesn't work out, and it leaves you feeling completely empty on the inside, because it's like, I put my life on hold to chase this person and I was really hoping that would have worked out. And then that doesn't work out, but then you also kind of put your life on hold. So then you're also feeling bad because you're like, oh man, if I had just put that time into this business or put that time into this or that, then I, could have been here or whatever. And so it's like that thing where you're like, man, like I really just lost out on both of these things and I gained neither. And so I love how, it's true, because I think oftentimes we tend to be so hard on ourselves and we tend to be our own worst enemy. And I think it was Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V or someone, but I think he said it's one of those things, you have to be your own biggest cheerleader. And I think that's very true, because the more that you beat yourself up and the more that you are hard on yourself, the more that things don't really get better. And it's like the law of attraction, where it's like, if you focus on negativity, if you focus on, oh, this person doesn't want me or that person doesn't want me, you're going to get more rejection if all you think about is rejection. But if you learn to be your own biggest cheerleader and your own biggest advocate, and seeing and wanting the best for yourself, those are the things that you start to attract. And when she says, how do I feel so mighty small when I'm struggling to feel it all? And what that line kind of hit me as was, sometimes, we try to pretend like, oh, I don't care about this or I don't care about that. But in the end of the day, whether it's subconscious or not, we still do care about certain things. Certain times, certain things happen that hurt you. And even if you pretend you don't care, those feelings are still there. So you're still going to feel it, even if on the outside you try to, sweep it under the rug or pretend that those feelings aren't there. And then she says, sometimes loneliness is the only rest we get, and the emptiness actually lets us forget. Sometimes forgiveness is easiest in secret. And I think, oftentimes it's easier to forgive others for you, whether they're sorry or not. It's better for your mental health, and it's better for you to just sometimes accept the apology that you may never get. So that way you can forgive the person and then just move forward. And you're not just holding a grudge towards this person that's not helping you in any way, shape, or form. And so I think, when she said, sometimes loneliness is the only rest we get, and the emptiness actually lets us forget. I think, sometimes when a relationship ends, it's that that phase where you're single and you're kind of spending that time on yourself, that kind of helps you get that closure and, helps you kind of move forward. And I think that's what she was getting at with that line. But yeah, you guys, if you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys think about the song as well in the comments below. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to all of you guys in the next one.